for the jump scare. I just took an everything shower. Welcome back. Welcome me back, because it's been a long time since I've posted a vlog. I actually don't know if I'm gonna post this. I guess if you're watching this, I did, and here we are. I wanted to start doing this again because a few different reasons. One, I'm pregnant, and I just kind of wanted to document me going into my third trimester and having the baby get here. I just want to kind of get in a routine of filming again. I think back to when I was young and my dad always had the camcorder out, and I love those little random clips and home videos, and so that's the main motivator behind doing this. And then I figured that, you know, I can throw some other lifestyle and food photography things in the mix. And another reason is I'm having another career crisis, which I feel like happens way too often for me. I don't know what my deal is. I think I just get way too in my head and doubt myself, and I just need a little more self-confidence, and I need to have an abundant mindset and not a scarcity mindset. And I will admit that is probably my biggest thing that's holding me back, is I'm constantly in like a scarcity mode. And the reality is this year, 2024, has been the slowest out of all three and a half years now that I've been doing this, which is super discouraging because I feel like I see a lot of stories or like success stories about how photographers like double their income every year and they just keep making more and more money, and that just hasn't been the reality for me, which is a bummer. Money isn't everything, but you obviously need it to live. And in addition to a scarcity mindset being my biggest issue, I also am a big worrier about money, which I just need to do something about that. Because you know what? I've always said, and I believe that God always provides, and He has up until this point. And so it's like, why am I constantly worrying? Especially when worrying doesn't do a single good thing for you. It only makes everything worse and stresses me out, stresses people around me out. And so I guess this is my little therapy session today. Saying it out loud kind of helps me work through it a little bit better. But it's 4:30 right now. Reed will be home in about an hour. And so I'm gonna do a little kitchen cleanup. There's not really that much to do. I just have to empty the dishwasher, but I'm gonna do that and then probably start prepping some dinner. I think yesterday I did homemade sloppy joes with, I made these burger buns, like hamburger buns, and they taste really good. And they rose really nicely, and then I had to put egg wash on them before I threw them in the oven. And as soon as I did that, they just deflated into flat little pancakes, but they're still actually really good. Bread is bread, and homemade bread is just always so yummy. So we do still have leftover sloppy joe mix, but probably not enough for like both of us to have a full meal. And so I think I'm gonna do just a chicken sheet pan dinner with a bunch of veggies that we got from the farmer's market a few days ago, and have that as well. If you don't do this already, you should really start. Just have a bowl set aside for all of your scraps and vegetable ends and just all the things that you need to throw away or compost. It just makes it so much easier, and honestly, it makes cooking more enjoyable. So all this is right now, I've got diced tomatoes. Tomatoes have been my #1 pregnancy craving, so tomatoes are on the mind. I meant to say potatoes. Diced potatoes, zucchini, and yellow squash in here right now, and then I'm gonna throw this in the oven for a little bit, and then I'll add the green beans and the onion because I know those won't take as long. I'm just using this Chosen Foods avocado oil spray to coat the veggies because We are running low on olive oil, otherwise I would just use olive oil, but it feels so good to cook again. Even just doing a simple sheet pan dinner is like so nice. My first like 18 to 19 weeks of being pregnant, I didn't even want to be in the kitchen, which is just really sad because I do enjoy cooking and making meals and things like that. So I'm just happy to be back, and I feel like I'm being a little more inspired again by food. And it always helps too when we're transitioning from summer to fall, because summer just naturally I don't love cooking, but fall is when I thrive. I will be making dinner almost every night in the fall. Just a lot of like crock pot meals, chilies, soups, chicken dumplings, enchiladas, just like a lot of comfort food. And that's gonna be the best because baby girl is due in November, and so I'm gonna plan to prep a bunch of freezer meals and just have those on hand. And I feel like having a baby in November is perfect timing for me personally, just with the winter weather, and it just feels so cozy, and I just thrive in the colder months. Not saying that it won't be hard and a huge life change. Obviously it will, and I have no idea what's coming really, but I'm hoping that after I have the baby that I feel good mentally and that I can enjoy just the cozy downtime, and not downtime, but you know what I mean.
Is it time for dinner? Let's go. Let's go eat dinner. Come on. Yeah, Froby. It's time for dinner. Hold this. Hey, wait, sit. Hurry. Okay, go ahead.
Good morning. The light is crazy because I just have one lamp on, but this is the next day and it's about 6 a.m. I am taking Millie for a walk this morning because it's gotten so cool in the mornings, like 55 to 60 degrees, and that's just like perfect time to walk your dog. So we've been doing about like 5 to 7 miles in the mornings, like a few times a week, which has been feeling so nice. I'm so thankful that I can still kind of like walk that distance and feel good. I've been getting some ligament pain, but nothing like too bad. It just feels like I'm cramping, kind of like a normal, just like stomach cramp. So that's been really nice that I can still walk. But I'm not going until like 7:30, and so I always like to wake up a little bit earlier and have a relaxing morning. So I'm making a cup of Earl Grey tea and I'll just sit and read for a little bit. I'm also loving that I wake up and it's still kind of dark out, because earlier this year one of my friends and I, we were getting into the routine of going to the gym pretty early, and I'd wake up at like 5:45 and it would be bright out already, which is nice for the summer, but I just love waking up and it's still dark and cozy, because that means fall is coming and I'm so excited. It's just, the energy that it gives me is like none other. I just love it. I like to add honey, peanut butter, some type of fruit. Lately it's been apple slices. And then I've been loving Trader Joe's Panda Puffs. They're just like little peanut butter cereal bites. And I like sprinkling those on top, kind of like you would with granola. So I'm out of those right now, so I don't know what I'm gonna do for a little crunch, but you always need something crunchy. I also forgot I didn't finish my Earl Grey from this morning, so we're gonna make it into a little iced London fog. I just love the crackle of the ice. I have been drinking tea now in the mornings because I haven't had coffee since finding out that I was pregnant. Not because I've been trying to limit caffeine from coffee. I mean, obviously, I know you're supposed to stay under 200 milligrams, and I do, but that's not the main reason. I had a major aversion to coffee, and just recently it started to sound good again, but now I'm to the point where it's been so long since I've had it. Like, I've never gone this long without having coffee since starting to drink coffee. And so it kind of feels good just to take a break, and I decided that once baby comes is when I'll treat myself and get like my favorite coffee and start drinking that in the mornings again. So until then, we are drinking Earl Grey and chai and peppermint tea, and it's been a fun switch up.
Play the game. This certainly wasn't an acknowledgement to you, my father.
Brains and face. Brains and Braun Chandler. He's got it all. He's the complete package. Okay, so Faith then started dating the music producer Scott Hendricks, who produced her debut album, Day, as well.
Wow.
I know. Like, fries and working at McDonald's. She said fries, burgers, cash register.
So, like I said earlier, going through a little bit of a crisis in my business. And so last night when Reed got home, we chatted about it, which I feel like I have to vent to him so often about just feeling inadequate in my business. And so we just talked it out, and first of all, he always says that I'm way too hard on myself, which I know that I am, and it's something that I have to always be working on. But he made a good suggestion, which I am going to try to follow. It's not too daunting, like, at all, so I think that I can stick to this. He said for the next 6 days, take one of your tasks and just do that for the full 4 hours each day. Like, you just switch a task and do a different task each day. I feel like I explained that so terribly. But, so for example, today I'm going to take 4 hours and I'm going to plan out some shoots that I want to do for this upcoming fall. And then tomorrow, I think, will be my 4 hours of pitching and research on brands I want to reach out to. And then Friday can be my 4 hours of a shoot. So I can take the 4 hours and do as many shoots as I can. And then Saturday could be 4 hours of, like, catching up on website maintenance, maybe writing a few blog posts, just focusing on one thing a day, because I was explaining to him that I'm really struggling with figuring out what area would most benefit me and my business right now. Like, I don't know, should I take the time to do more shoots, because I haven't really done that many this summer, like personal shoots incorporating brands that eventually I want to form a connection with and pitch to. Would that help me in my business more? Would trying to, like, create a new ebook or something to sell help me more? Would spending more time on pitching be the best option? It's like I have this battle with myself daily of just not knowing what to do. And so then I feel like I spend half my workday just, like, staring off into my computer screen, like into a void, just contemplating my whole entire life and just not getting the things done that I should be getting done. So I'm just gonna try to really focus on doing some of that for the next 6 days. And it's only 4 hours a day, just focusing on the one task. And then, because he said also, like, you can get more done sometimes when you just learn to take a step back and not put so much pressure on yourself and not work as hard for as long. And so I'm just going to kind of take shorter days and focus on those tasks and see how I feel and how it goes, and just try to stay really, really focused for those 4 hours. And I will report back to see how I feel after. We are going into hour 3 of my 4-hour focus session, and it's going really well so far. I've gotten a lot of good stuff done. I'm working on planning a chai week over on social media, and so it'll be a week full of chai themed recipes. Yeah, I usually don't do too many recipes, but I am just feeling very inspired with fall coming up, and I love chai, and I feel like I see a lot of like apple and pumpkin weeks, but I don't know if I've seen like a chai themed week. So I have 5 fun recipes that I'm planning, and there will be videos with all of them, and I'm planning on doing like a photo shoot with all of them too, and so that'll be a lot of good content that I'm focused on putting together. But I am feeling very uncomfortable today for some reason. I don't know what's going on. I have like a backache and my stomach feels huge today. I know I still have a long ways to go, but this is the first day where it's been like, I was fine for the most part on my walk, but then as soon as I got home, it's like, holy cow, why do I feel so just like huge today? I feel like overnight this baby grew. I just feel it all like up here now. So I'm taking a mini break and I'm gonna do some stretching. I've been trying to stretch every day, specifically stretches that are good for your pelvic floor. And so I'm gonna do some of those, and hopefully I'll feel a little bit better. Hello, hello, it's the next day. Today is an errands day, so I'm in Grand Rapids and I'm hitting Costco and Trader Joe's and then maybe Hobby Lobby and some other spots, but just got the nails done. I'm starting to feel really silly because, so I used to live in Grand Rapids and then we moved, and I just haven't found a different nail place that's closer to where we live now, and so I make the trip up to Grand Rapids and get them done, but then I get to go to like Costco and Trader Joe's and stuff, which we don't have around us, so I can kind of justify it, but I'm starting to just feel kind of silly. But I think I'm gonna take a break after baby comes, so no more nails once she's here, which is fine because I just probably need a break. But yeah, that's what we're doing today. Last night, like I said, we went out to eat with a few friends, and we went to a place called Gather, and I got the largest chicken sandwich I think I have ever seen in my entire life. I'll put a picture up here somewhere because it was just ginormous, and it had this really yummy like slaw mix on it and jalapenos, and it was really, really good. But I'm kind of to the point in pregnancy where I have to eat more frequent, smaller meals throughout the day because I can tell my stomach is starting to get squished. And so I eat and I can really easily get super, super uncomfortably full if I'm not careful. And so trying to learn my limits with eating right now, but yeah, it was really fun, and I would definitely go there again. It was so cute inside too. It was just like a whole vibe. But this is what we're doing today. I am also shopping for a few shoots that I had planned during my 4 hours of focused work yesterday. I planned a whole chai week. I think I already said that, but I'm gonna go shopping for that and then kind of get all of that organized and stuff tonight, and then prep for shoots tomorrow. So I think that's my plan for the rest of the day. I got this from Trader Joe's today, and I've never tried it before. It's a sparkling elderberry and pomegranate apple cider vinegar beverage.
Where'd you go? What is that?
You want to try it? sparkling elderberry and pomegranate apple cider vinegar beverage.
You want me to put it in a cool voice? Watch.
What?
You want me to read it in my imitation of the Fantasy Footballers podcast voice?
Sure.
Let me listen to it for reference real quick. Welcome to the Fantasy Footballers podcast. No. Jason Moore and Mike.
Okay, wait, don't say anything. I can definitely taste the apple cider vinegar, but it's not in a bad way. Because I don't really love apple cider vinegar, but it's pretty good.
Given my normal affinity for drinks such as that, that's really good.
Flavors of apple, elderberry, pomegranate, and grape. That's good.
What do you think,
I'll
Flora?
get that again. When I went, because I was looking for a fun drink to have on the way home, but then this wasn't refrigerated, so and I knew I'd want it over ice. I was looking at all of them, and a girl came up behind me and started grabbing like 5 or 6 of this flavor. So I'm like, that's the flavor I'm gonna get.
Did you ask her if they were good?
No, but I figured that if she's gonna grab a bunch of them, that they must be good. You see me? Can you hear me? Probably not, the mixer is so loud, but it's a film day today, so we're shooting two of my 5 chai recipes. 2 of the recipes are filmed in like a kitchen, more lifestyle setting, and then the other 3 I'm gonna film a different day downstairs in the studio. So, having fun with that today, making a mess in the kitchen before the weekend, and then this weekend I'll deep clean, and it'll be great. But today we're making a drink and then a bread recipe, and I'm very excited about both of them. I think they're going to be so yummy, and I'm excited about all of the chai recipes. I just love chai, and I make my own homemade chai. Yeah, so I just make my own chai spice. Let me turn you this way. Hi, that's so much better. I hope you can hear me. I'm sorry if the mixer is super loud, but I make my own chai spice. It's just cinnamon, ginger, allspice, nutmeg, cardamom, and cloves. So you just mix all that together. I'll use it in recipes like both drink and baked goods and like waffles and stuff like that, and it just adds such a warm, cozy fall flavor, and I just love this stuff so much. So I'm happy that I decided on a chai week, because I feel like it's sparking my creativity a little bit, and it's making me happy, and I feel motivated to film all of these and create a few recipes, even though I just said earlier in this vlog that I don't love doing recipes. But in the fall and winter it's different. Spring and summer I'm like no inspiration for a recipe, but fall and winter I am all about it. So we are gonna take advantage, and if you could see my full outfit right now, you would laugh at me. I'm wearing slides and like white socks, but I'm planning on during the drink recipe to have like part of my body showing. So I wanted to put on like a fall-y outfit, and I don't know if it's cute or not. I do have a different skirt. I have this skirt, which I love and is so fall-y, so maybe I'll switch into that for the chai drink, because this is giving chai. This is kind of like too bright for me, but this is the bump. 26 weeks on the dot today, so
Look how cute these are. I love them so much. They are so cute. There you go. Enjoy. Enjoy. Nice fresh air.